Down on the beat.
What's up? What's up? It's your girl, Mrs. T, baby. And I'm back with another episode of Celebrity Sip. Now, today, we got another little treat, just like last week. So, I want y'all to go ahead and chop it up real quick for my main man right here, Lamar. Now, how you doing, Lamar?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming on Celebrity Sip with us today. Now,
Absolutely appreciate it.
oh, that's no problem. No, I appreciate you. Let me say that. Now, what is your government name?
My government name is Dave Howell, but I go by artist name Lamar.
Okay, that's what's up. And what's your date of birth?
It's December 26, 1984.
And what is that sign? You know, the ladies love hearing about signs. I don't know why, but we love hearing about them signs.
I'm a Capricorn.
Ooh, okay, I see you. Now, who are the two people that brought you on this lovely earth?
Well, my father's name is David, and my mother's name is Kathleen Howell.
Okay.
And they're both from Jamaica, so
Ooh,
actually
okay.
of Jamaican descent.
That's what's up. That's a beautiful place. Now,
Absolutely. Island teams, you know?
Now, were you born in Jamaica or were you born in the States?
Well, I was born in Miami, Florida. So I was the only one of six. We are six of us as siblings, and I was the only one that was actually born here. Everybody else was born in Jamaica.
Oh, really?
Yeah, unfortunately.
What were you doing before you started singing? Because it looks like you could be a football player.
Well, I actually was a football player. I actually went to high school locally in Palm Beach County at Palm Beach Lakes High School, and also transferred to Royal Palm Beach High. I was actually the top player in Palm Beach County coming out of high school, and I ended up going to University of Miami on a full football scholarship.
That's what's up. And what position did you play?
I played defensive tackle, defensive end, and I played offensive tackle as well. So I played both sides of the ball.
That's what's up. And you know, that is a special skill because it's hard to play, offense and defense. So it takes a special, unique person to pull that off.
Yes, absolutely. Just a lot of hard work and just trying to understand each position and whatever they needed me to do. I just pretty much did it just to help the team and how we could, go forward and try to win games. So
that's what's up. Now, did you go pro or did you try to go pro? Did something happen for you not to go?
I went to University of Miami. I played some there. I ended up going to Portland State University in Oregon for my last year and a half, and I had a NFL opportunity with the Oakland Raiders in 2008 as an offensive tackle. And I had an NFL opportunity with the Carolina Panthers in 2010. In between that, I played professional arena football as well, just to keep myself relevant and, ready and able to go back into the NFL. So.
Okay. Now, what made you not pretty much travel down that path?
It was injuries. I had a knee surgery right before my senior year in college that definitely derailed a lot of opportunities for me to be drafted high, and I played throughout the season with that injury. So when I went to not the Carolina Panthers, but the Oakland Raiders, it was a blessing to even have that opportunity, knowing how my senior year ended up going, and even so, when I was there, I ended up re-aggravating the injury. So it was just a lot of ups and downs throughout that time of just keep my body in the best shape possible to perform at its best, But when you have surgeries, a lot of times it's hard to come back from those to be, as good as you were prior to the surgery. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of mental preparation as well. And, it's tough when you get to that level. It's all about business. So if you're not available, they're looking for that next person.
Yeah. So, I mean, but through all of that, you still sound like a strong individual. Like it don't even sound like that stopped you. It don't sound like it hindered you at all.
I appreciate it. No, there was definitely times where it was rough, especially the opportunity I had with the Carolina Panthers. I thought it was the perfect opportunity for me to really prove myself and solidify myself in the NFL. And then I ended up getting like a freak accident injury 2 days before we start training camp, and man, I cried my eyes out. But at the end of the day, I know from my upbringing, a lot of my family always told me you just got to continue to push forward, always have that plan B, and not just put all your eggs in one basket. So I've always been mindful of that, just to continue to push forward, whether it's still to push for football or to do something with my academics or what have you.
True, true. I hear that. Definitely, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. That I learned. I had to learn that the hard way. But yeah, you definitely can't do that.
Right.
What did you start to do after football?
Well, I actually was in the school district. I was working with a lot of at-risk youth as a case manager, Palm Beach County School District, and I was going back and forth between that and arena football and things of that nature. But once I finally um, gave up football and said I'm no longer going and pursuing it, I stayed in the school district with that position. And shortly after that, I ended up going into law enforcement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is there a lucky lady in your life? If so, tell us a little bit about her.
Absolutely. I'm actually married, and her name is Shanika. And just to be quite honest, like she is my rock. She's the reason why I even got back into doing the music, and her constant support of my dreams was a blessing. And the added level of confidence that she gave me to even pursue it again was always a great thing, and she motivates me every single day because she's always about positive affirmations and uplifting and inspiring others. And every time I wake up, it's easy for me to say, Dave, get up and do your thing, because you have somebody here that truly supports you and is going to be there for you through thick and thin. So
Now,
yeah,
at this very moment, I'm gonna go ahead and toot all of our horns, all the horns for the ladies, because we are y'all ribs, and we be right there making sure we help y'all through the struggles, and that's what we here for. To be honest with you, the women out there, we pretty much help our fellas who we definitely care about. We help them, muzzle through and push them, and be that extra backbone that they need. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta,
right.
toot it up for the ladies real quick. Just a little bit, just a little
Absolutely,
bit.
absolutely.
But that's what's up. That's what's up. At least you found you a real one. So that's what's
Of
up.
course. Yes, of course.
Now, now you down there in the South, so and staying in Florida, it gets a little hot, especially down south. And
Yes.
sometimes I know the women are half dressed. I know I look sometimes. I'm like, ooh, what she got her butt doing there? Okay. So
Right.
I look. So I know like how do you remain focused on your family and try to avoid temptation?
Honestly, being that I went to University of Miami and just the stardom, especially at the time that I did go, you saw a lot of beautiful women all the time, and I felt like it was more so one of those things where you kind of got accustomed to it, so it wasn't nothing new to you. So knowing that I'm in the music industry now, you still see beautiful women all the time, but for me, my whole focus has always been on my craft and making sure that I'm doing what I came out there to do, like to just remain focused on the task at hand. So when I go out to perform, it's always about that. Like I'm in my own corner sometimes, or I'm networking with other artists. But outside of networking with other artists and the people in there, it's always like, all right, like the preparation of getting on that stage and turning on that switch and being, Lamar.
Yeah.
So that the focus has always been on the craft and things that I'm doing on the stage or what I came there to do. So
That's what's up. Pretty much staying in the zone.
yes.
The $1 million question. What is your safe word? Because I saw a picture with you posting a book that says safe word. So what you know about a safe word and what is your safe word?
Um, that book is actually one that I purchased from one of our popular music industry um, women down south, Tiff Boom. That's her book that she actually wrote and published, and a lot of what the book is discussing is the when we have our moments where we get stressed out, or if we are imbalanced, or things just aren't going right in our day, you know, how do we get back grounded? How do we get back to that point where we are, getting back to that level of foundation that would allow us to think properly, think clearly, and move forward and do the right thing. And, the whole safe word is pretty much in the bush. He's asking, like, well, what is your safe word? And, when you use it, or how do you use it, and what have you. But for me, my personal safe word is actually breathe.
So
You know,
now, Lamar, I need you to tell me what really got you into singing.
um, honestly, ever since I was 5 years old, I enjoyed singing, dancing. I'm a dancer too, so it was like
Hmm.
growing up, I loved to entertain. I remember going to weddings, and I just would go up into the front at a very, very young age, and I'm just there dancing and singing. They want to give you the mic. I was the one who loved to do that. Then I ended up getting to school. I got in the chorus. Didn't really like the songs that we were singing because I grew up with, I'm the youngest of six. All my brothers are listening to New Edition, Johnny Gill, Gerald Levert, you name it back then. So those are the songs that I heard. In the chorus they were singing all these little la 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 la, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it wasn't fun for me, so I ended up getting out of it. But it wasn't until I actually got into college where everything kind of came together. I had a buddy of mine who actually saw me singing in my dorm room at University of Miami. He introduced himself to me as Go Marvelous. His name's Marvelous, and he was a Miami producer, and he was looking for talent at that time. So I actually was kind of like thrown off because I'm like, who are you? And I'm a freshman in college, and he was telling me like, yeah, I got a studio. I'd love to have you come down there. And just from that day forward, I was able to be in the studio, see how things work, hear different sounds, and the whole creation of music is what was just kind of like mind blowing. That was always something that I was passionate about, and just the level of love I had for like R&B music growing up, it was insane. I always loved the whole relationship based music, things that we could actually relate to,
Mhm.
and it just always stuck with me going forward.
Now, who or what inspires those lyrics?
Honestly, it's for me. I like. Okay, so growing up, I was always the one that they would call like the love doctor, because all my friends would come to me with their problems. So they would tell me what's going on with their relationship. Sometimes I even wrote like love notes or letters for them to give to whoever their significant other was, their girlfriend or whatever, growing up. But they never knew. And I would tell them like, what are you trying to convey? What are you trying to say to her? And then they would say like, well, I just want her to know this. And then I'll be like, all right, and I'll write like a whole long, full page letter. They give it to them, then their relationship's back on point.
That's
And
what's up.
it was something that always inspired me, was to help others. And if they came to me about something that's going on, or truth be told, there was a point in time when I was in college. I said, man, I would love to write a book, like almost like a tell-all book, almost similar to what Steve Harvey did
Mhm.
with the Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man thing. And before I even knew about obviously that book, but I always wanted to make sure that women understood men and men understood women.
Yeah.
So when people would talk to me about their relationships, I'd tell them, "Oh, this is what he really means, or this is what she really means," and you got to see through some of the gibberish. You know, sometimes people aren't always clear. So I use my music as moments and times to really touch on relationship-based topics, things that I've heard from my friends, things that I've been through in my past, or even, sometimes even currently, some of the things that, keeps my wife and I love thriving. I could write about it. Or it could be just, topics that I have seen from, off of shows and things of that nature. So I always draw from everything that is, around me, pretty much.
See now,
And then, yeah, go ahead.
now I'm gonna say, see now, all they have to do is just turn on one of your songs, and hopefully that'll just put their relationship back on track.
Right. Favorite artist all time is Donnell Jones, and he doesn't really get much of that credit as far as being one of the greatest of all time. When we think about it immediately, not many people talk about Donald Jones, but I've listened to every one of his albums. And when I say he breaks down relationship-based music to a T, it is a fact. And I used to listen to every one of, because I'm a words guy. I like to listen to words and understand what are you really trying to say when you say what you're saying.
Oh yeah.
And I know a lot of time in today's music, it's more about the beat and whatever the catchy hook is and things of that nature. But I like storytelling, and I like to hear where they're going with the story, or what is the point of your song. And he always was one that I, looked up to, listened to always, and just continue to move forward with. So he definitely inspired me, and I just want to continue to pay homage to artists like him and just continue to carry that torch.
That's what's up. What made you shoot a video on a boat? Because that was just a real good. It was a sexy look to me. So I'm like, what inspired you to go for the boat? You made me want to go get on the boat and just get half naked and just enjoy the sun for no apparent reason.
Well, honestly, when I thought about that song that you're referring to was actually my top single. It's called On Me. It's an island track, R&B, reggae vibes. That was the first song that I did that actually had the island vibes as well, where I actually was, actually speaking patois in the song as well. So I wanted to capture the island scene, plus with a nice love story. And I said, what would be a very intimate way of, bringing this whole vision to life and I thought about a yacht, because when you think of South Florida, you think of water, you think of the palm trees, you think of the ladies, you think of, the sunshine, the parties, things of that nature. Everybody comes down here to party. Mm-hmm. So from the video, it was strictly about trying to still capture that visual of, man, this is South Florida. But I wanted to make sure that the people that I had in the video, you could actually, kind of like watch it and navigate and see that this was one of those things where they became intimately involved as the story goes through the song. I want you to see that love is real, and that you can actually find this love, and that you can actually look at this one individual and feel good about that one individual. So the yacht to me was just like the perfect opportunity to kind of bring that all the way in. If I did like a dance hall scene, which was an idea, I thought it would have just kind of been a more of a focus on partying and having fun. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how it all turned that way. I'm the lovey-dovey type, so for me, I'd rather that kind of storyline when you watch the video. And the video is actually coming out August 31st, so I'm very excited.
Okay, August 31st.
Let the world see it. Yeah, it's coming very soon. I'm excited for everybody to see it. That's like my baby right there. So, okay. I'm excited for that song and the video.
Okay, now I need you to go ahead and give the people 2 or 3 lines of what you're working with. Okay, we just need a little taste.
All right. Well, I can sing a part of my actual my latest single is called "What It Is."
Mm-hmm. I like that one.
That's actually out on all streaming platforms right now too. So here we go. I wanna take you where you really wanna be. I need to know communication is the key. I wanna take it in right now. Tell me what it is right now, so I can fly the way you glide. Alright.
Okay. I see you. Now you gonna start making people name their baby they sons Lamar because they gonna be done had their babies off your music, and I'm like, mm-hmm. But real quick, I want you to go ahead and tell the people where they can find your music.
All my music is actually on any streaming platform that you use, whether you use Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Tidal, Deezer, you name it. It's pretty much you type in my name, Lamar, and then whatever the song is or the album. I have EP that I released back in 2019 called Reflection. So you just type in Lamar Reflection, it'll pop up. I did a Lamar Reflection 2. So you put Lamar Reflection 2 in there. And the latest album that I actually dropped was 2020 Vision. So 2020 Vision. So to put Lamar 2020 Vision, you'll get that. And I have a bunch of singles. I even did a song dedicated to University of Miami football team. They actually listening to it. Hopefully we can get that song into the studio. It's called The New Miami and the New Miami Remix. So I did a lot of those things. All of those things are on all streaming platforms. Like I said, the music video's coming out August 31st. And my latest single, which is What It Is, that's the one that's jumping right now. That's out there right now. Just type in Lamar What It Is. That's my single. Definitely looking forward to dropping another album before the year is up. I have a really hot and sexy song called Uncensored that I can't wait to get out there. The wordplay on it is everything, and I'm just trying to set that mood for people, who are, looking for that grown and sexy, intimate vibe. So.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You had me going, okay, I see you. But I want to go ahead and say thank you so much for appearing on Celebrity Sip. It was definitely an honor to have you appear on Celebrity Sip today.
Thank you so much. I'm glad that I was able to be a part of this trending vibe right now, and looking forward to many more opportunities with you guys. So.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Now I need y'all to go ahead and tell me what it is by hitting that like and subscribe button, baby. And go ahead and share this video because we all know sharing is caring. You already know, okay? Now once again, this is Mrs. T, baby, and I'll see y'all next week at noon, as usual, for another episode of, yeah, you already know, Celebrity Sip. Now go sip on that. Peace.
Down on the beat.